Hey, what's up everyone? So I thought I would make a quick video explaining what not to do in Smash Brothers if you are a beginner. This is not going to be a video for any advanced players. If you want to do that, go check out channels like Leffen or, my Smash Corner. Those guys will give you a pretty good idea of, high level play and shit you would want to see. But if you're not a high level player, and if you're not the type of person who is pretty much competitive in Smash, then this video is for you. This video will basically try to help you learn why you're getting beat so often in Smash Brothers. So let's get into that. So first off, I've seen some people do this, and while some high level players do it to an extent, if you don't know what you're doing, you're just gonna get yourself hurt. And that is using your up B on the stage. I've seen some casual players do this. I'm not gonna name any names because I'm not trying to fucking embarrass people or some shit, but I've noticed that some people they don't understand what free falling is. So free falling as a whole basically means that you can't do shit. You can't attack, you can't fucking do anything. The most you can do is move side to side and hope you don't get hit. But you have to understand that the majority of players are very well versed in hitting an object that's doing nothing but falling. Do it at the wrong time, you're gonna die. You're gonna die off stage, or maybe somebody will hit you and kill you. So I've seen some casual players, they will use their recovery because they like the attack is strong, maybe the attack is quick, or whatever the case may be, and they just do it. And because they do it, somebody can just block it or not be anywhere near them and get them into a combo because of it, because they left themselves open. Or maybe they will spike them or something, I don't know. But if you are someone who's new to the games and don't know that's a bad thing, just know pressing your up B move, your recovery, in the middle of stage, for the most part, is a bad idea. You probably shouldn't be doing that. There's very few characters that can do something out of it, and if you're not playing one of those characters, don't fucking do it. You don't want to do that, right? The other thing people tend to do is they're too scared to go off ledge. I can understand this because I used to do this way back when I was still kind of new to Smash, because going off ledge can kill you, and that's understandable. But you also you kind of just let people come back to stage, and if you just let people come back to stage, then you're giving them a freebie and you're not really trying that hard to kill them. But I do understand the fear, but you have to kind of overcome that fear and just know what moves are good for the situation, what moves would work, allow you to hit them, but you're still able to return to the stage. And you kind of just get used to that, kind of just understand that hitting them while they're off stage is kind of important to making sure they don't come back. Most players refer to this as edge guarding. Having to edge guard is important, especially in Ultimate, a game where it kind of rewards it quite a lot. So definitely edge guarding, probably something you want to do. Something I've noticed some other players do is that they'll kind of just spam certain attacks that have, or repeat certain attacks, if you're not familiar with spamming, which I think you would be. I mean, how did you find this channel if you're not aware with some of the terminology? Stop spamming your counter. I understand why you'd want to. You get a free hit, and you can probably win games by doing it repeatedly to people who love attacking on sight. But any good player will see you countering all the time and grab you. It's a very simple way of getting around it, but I've noticed that if you are a casual player, majority of the time, if you're playing a character with a counter, you guys really enjoy using that counter. Another thing I've seen some casual players do, right? They go for spikes way too often. They know a spike gets a kill, they want the kill, they're gonna try to spike you. Stop that. Stop trying to spike at every opportunity, because spiking at every opportunity just makes your approach to them really obvious and makes it really easy to avoid the spike, right? Unless you're able to mix it up in some way, don't bother spiking. Spiking is good, don't get me wrong, and it's pretty fucking hype, I gotta admit, but if you can't mix it up, there's no reason for you to go for a spike every single time. Stop trying to spike people. It's not gonna work if you're not mixing it up. And if it does work, that's because they're just as bad as
you are. One last thing I wanted to bring up as well that I've noticed a lot of casual players do that most other players would do, and I've seen a couple of people do this, is that they don't use tilt attacks at all. They don't use tilt attacks, and they rely a lot on repeating very powerful moves like smash attacks. So, you know, sometimes I'll play with, you know, certain people, certain friends of mine, or, you know, maybe people I meet at events or whatever the case is, and I'll see that their strategy is just to run up to me and hit me with a smash attack. And maybe it would have worked for the first 2 times because I'm not expecting that, but then I'll notice that's the entire playstyle. And because, look, I get it, smash attacks are strong, they deal damage and they launch you far, but you want to try to go for powerful moves when you think they'll kill. When they're at kill percentage, which typically just means they're a high percent and they'll die if you hit them with it, that's when you want to go for those things. Unless it's some kind of special combo that requires it or something, which off the top of my head I can't name one right now, but unless it's some kind of special case scenario where the smash attack is fast and you can just do it, stop doing it. And use tilt attacks more, because tilt attacks typically can link up to each other. Maybe they can link up to an up air, maybe they can link into other attacks, and they're a lot quicker, they're a lot safer, and you can throw them out pretty easily. And you know what, yeah, they most of the time, most characters, they don't kill. There are some specific characters like K-Rool, for instance, where a tilt attack can kill, but for the most part they're usually used for combos and whatnot and kind of linking things. For instance, if you are an Incineroar main, doing side smash, down smash, up smash repeatedly is kind of stupid. You're slow as a whole, but your tilt attacks can chain together. Your down tilt chains into up tilt, which can chain into another up tilt depending on percentage, and even for follow it up with an up air. If you use your tilt attacks, you can get combos, and if you get combos, you can get the percentage up very high very quickly, and then you're gonna want to use your very fast and efficient kill options. That's something that is pretty important. It was something I used to do, hell, back in the day before I really like understood Smash. And look, I'm not a pro player by any means, so there's a lot of advice that you can get from much better players than myself. People like Nairo, people like Zero, you know, these top level pro players. But something I've always noticed is that a lot of the time these pro players assume that you understand the basic fundamentals, right? But sometimes I'll play with people and they don't know who those people are, or maybe they don't watch them, or maybe, you know, they don't even understand what they're talking about because they're using terminology that they don't know for any, you know, particular reason. So, you know, that's basically it. I don't want this video to be too long because I've noticed a lot of my videos have been pretty long lately, so I'm just gonna like end it here and let you guys know, like, please don't spam any type of attack. Like, you know, don't spam projectiles, don't spam smash attacks just because they're strong. Make sure you use your tilts more often. They typically help with combos and things of that nature. Edge guarding is an important thing to learn if you want to make sure you stop the other person from getting back onto stage and you getting the kill, right? And there might be other things I forgot to recap that was on my mind, and I'm just totally forgetting off the top of my head right now. But yeah, those are very simple forms of advice for you. If you are a casual player who just wants to get better at the games as a whole, I recommend checking out these pro players. Or maybe if you hear them use a word or like some kind of terminology you don't know what it is, Google it, look it up, and yeah, that's kind of it. If there's anyone else that wants advice, feel free to hit me up. Like I said, not a pro player, but I do frequent competitive scene, you know, a little bit here and there. And yeah, that's kind of it. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.